On this episode of Smoko Sailing. So we're gonna go to La Paz, hopefully catch the bus.
I have a big to-do list and I don't know how long we'll stay in La Paz, but...
Another first for Cosmo is today's project du jour.
Yeah, we're gonna put our dinghy wheels on. Got eggs on your lap.
Flying with eggs on. Armand and Leah, and this is our four-legged first mate Pinot. We bought a sailboat with the dream of quitting the rat race and sailing the world. We sold most of our belongings, moved aboard Cosmo, and transformed her into a blue water cruising vessel. A year ago, we left our jobs and took off from our home port of Monterey, and since then, we've sailed over 2,000 miles down the Pacific coast and into the Sea of Cortez. From leaky bilges to rolly anchorages and unforgettable sunsets to unexpected fixes, we're learning to live simply, sail slowly, and enjoy the chaos along the way. This is our story. This is Smoko Sailing. We have made the jump from de los Muertos, Ensenada de los Muertos, to Pichilingue, which is a little bit closer to La Paz. Didn't film it, but we left at 2 a.m. and pretty uneventful because it was like the first weather window that we found within like a week where it wasn't howling. So we were like, hey, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. So we took off at 2 a.m. So we're here in beautiful Pichilingue. So it's a little bit more industrial because there's a big marina right behind us and we're tucked into the little cove that's next to it, making some water while we're here. So we're anchored in about 25 feet, but it drops down to literally 5 feet of water within 500 feet of us. There's a bus stop here. There's public trash here, which is actually very huge for us because we collected 2, maybe 3 bagfuls of trash since we left Cabo 3 weeks ago. This is the trash barge. Trash mobile.
It's funny how excited I am to get rid of this trash.
Pino and I are passenger princesses. Paddle us to shore, Daddy.
Yeah. Let's check this out.
Oh.
Yeah, so
what's this new contraption? Tell us.
These sweet paddles. They're like, these can easily fall off, and even if they float, they're out in the ocean. So lash them at night, but also I made this little leash for it basically. I just made a hole in the bottom of the oar so that it doesn't go anywhere if it falls off. Because that's how I lost them. I don't think they were stolen. I think it fell off, which happens because they're just held on by a watch. This is probably loose. Yeah, see how loose that is?
Yeah.
You can tighten them, but it's not. You don't want to like glue it shut because we take our paddles off when we stow the dinghy. So, tips from the top.
This anchorage sits just outside of La Paz and is known for its crystal clear turquoise water and calm protection from the north winds. Pichilingue itself isn't a town, but rather the ferry port that connects Baja California Sur with mainland Mexico. Every day, ferries come and go carrying trucks, supplies, and people, making this little bay an important gateway to the entire Baja Peninsula. For us, it was a quick stop before we made our way to the La Paz anchorage, which was a bit intimidating for us as new sailors, after hearing so many stories of strong currents, boats dragging anchor, the shallow sandbars that surround the area, and the infamous La Paz waltz. It's been 2 weeks, actually a little over 2 weeks since we last provisioned, since we last went to a grocery store. We've been so creative with our meals lately. But we've been getting very creative with our meals, which I find to be exciting. I don't know if Armand, who's like my little taste tester, finds to be as exciting.
Exhilarating.
Yeah, but yesterday, so we're out of eggs. We ran out of eggs like 5 days ago. I made pumpkin gnocchi, a very simple thing if you have these things. So it was just canned pumpkin, some Parmesan cheese, flaxseed because it's a really good egg substitute, flour. So I just mixed it all like with my hands and then just rolled it out, boiled it, and then mixed it in a frying pan with the sauce. If you don't have pumpkin, sweet potato is a really good thing, or just potato gnocchi. We are excited to get to a grocery store because I'm running out of ideas and cans. Next day, we are off to the big city, ready to restock our fridge and pantry. So we left, this is like, there's no dinghy dock and we're leaving our dinghy for a little bit. So we're like, Can we tie up there? Hopefully it's not a towaway zone for dinghies. So we're gonna go to La Paz, hopefully catch the bus. We're not sure if there's a bus stop, but we were told there's a bus stop. And if there's a bus coming, I heard we have to just wave it down.
Show some leg.
That's your man. You show some leg. How pretty it is. This is Gorgina. After waiting on the side of the road for a while and not seeing any buses, we kind of gave up.
Okay, so we've been here for about an hour. I don't know if there's a bus, so we had to give up and call an Uber. No big deal. Better luck next time.
Well, we did quite well.
Got quite the haul today, kind of sporadic shopping. We didn't follow any lists, which I'm not used to.
This is the moment of truth. Our Uber dropped us off. Is the dinghy still here?
Oh yeah.
Next day, we had to go back to La Paz. Armand was stationed in Texas for a few years, so apparently he's part cowboy and had a new method of securing the dinghy on the beach.
Hell yeah! Yeah! See? Ooh, this is nice. This is a dental clinic? This is awesome. What's your review of the dentistry?
I'd say 10 out of 10. Price, 20 out of 10. I had a really awesome dental experience. I had a crown cemented and was out of there. It's like what? Took like an hour.
Yeah.
It was $153, 3,000 Mexican pesos. I'll have to Google how much it would be in the US, but I'm sure it's like $1,000 million. Yeah, all is good, and now I'm ready to go eat some tacos.
Luckily, your teeth are okay to eat.
Hope
We'll
so.
find out. If not, we'll go right back.
Yeah, we know where it is. Armand's over there loading up on all of the salsas. The guy said the stuff on the right is the spiciest, and where did Armand go? All the way to the right. He even brought himself a little jalapeno.
Yeah. Cute. We went to Ace Hardware. That was fun, huh? We went to Ace Hardware, got some ratchet straps to ratchet down our dinghy, but let's go get some surveillance.
Yes!
Yeah, we're gonna check it out. We haven't been to like a bar in a while, so.
We're gonna see what kind of brewskis La Paz has to offer.
Besides Pacifico, which are great, but let's see what else I got.
Yeah. Can I take it?
Sure. Now we have a boat cat.
This is why you keep a tight hold on your dinghy when you're putting on your towing straps. Because sometimes it can get away from you and then you have to hop on your paddleboard and go retrieve it. It's okay, buddy. Sailors, we don't love all that pink sky in the morning, but these sailors have packages to pick up and stuff to do.
We're also going like 10 miles.
We woke up today at 6 a.m. bright-eyed and bushy-tailed because we're excited for La Paz. We've been there already via Uber, but we're excited to drop anchor there. A little nervous just because we've psyched ourselves up because we've heard so many cruisers talk about this La Paz waltz, and then we had another couple that pulled up next to us in the anchorage yesterday and they were talking about getting bumped by 2 boats. So we're just getting a little nervous. I mean, we've anchored plenty already and we've got fenders and we're not going to be leaving the boat for too long. It's still a little nerve-wracking, I think, knowing that there's other boats that can hit you because of the way that the boats swing in that area due to the current. So you can't control how other people anchor or other people's anchors because not everyone has an awesome Mantis Marine anchor like us. So I guess we'll see.
I have a big to-do list. And I don't know how long we'll stay in La Paz, but I'm hoping I can talk Leah into relaxing here for a little while so that I can just knock out some projects. Not that I'm stressed out about the projects, but my list is kind of building, and it's nothing like super important, but I do want to knock things out, especially near a city where there's going to be supplies. Let's get this part squared away with anchoring, and hopefully today we can pick up our dinghy wheels, and then we'll start the fun.
Anchor down?
Oh yeah. This is a little interesting. So we're gonna go for a quick walk, get the dinghy wheels, and then come back and assess.
Yeah, but this is good because right now the wind is 2.0, which is the ideal time to leave your boat in the La Paz anchorage. But you know what's really scary is when you see things like that. There's like a sandbar that goes along the La Paz anchorage. So we're fairly close to it. If we start swinging stern to stern, the boat behind us may be an issue, but we're gonna put our fenders out on our stern when the wind gets bad. But we'll be back before that happens. So let's go walk this little pupper because she needs a walk. The package has been secured. This is our dinghy wheel, our Denard dinghy wheel package, which we should have purchased before we left San Diego, but we didn't realize how much we needed them until we started hauling our dinghy up on the shores of Mexico. This is a pretty busy little marina anchorage. Oh shit, we do got a long ways to go.
Yeah, let's put the outboard on.
We're gonna put
this is great and all, but
yeah. Another first for Cosmo is a few months ago, I don't know if you remember, but we did this project where we installed a tower in a box on the back of our boat. That included a tender handler, which was essentially like a dinghy davit that helps raise our dinghy and the outboard. We raised our dinghy on it before. You remember the fiasco when we were going from Ensenada to Bahia Tortugas, where our dinghy was flapping in the wind and we had to like cut our dinghy davits. So we redid our davits. We did new davits, we got ratchet straps, and so now we raised our dinghy with the outboard for the first time.
It looks okay.
It looks okay. It was really hard to do. We actually had to use
the winches,
the winches.
I think we're not trusting it yet. It's brand new to us, so I think it's gonna be okay. Actually not that heavy, really. This is only like 250 pounds. So now we're gonna ratchet it down so it doesn't move.
Our dinghy is pretty long, so we can only move these things so far. So this one can't pivot anymore. Ugh.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's stressed out. So we don't want that. So yeah. Okay, round 4.
One day this is gonna get really easy, and hopefully it will, because we're gonna have to do this pretty much every single night. Okay, let's do this again.
This actually looks really good.
Yeah, this is the little ratchet strap setup we've got going. This is to prevent the dinghy from swinging side to side, which is something that we should have done.
The goal is with Hypalon, you don't want it rubbing against stuff, and
yeah, it's not terrible. We had to take our grill down because it was rubbing up against this side, but we're gonna end up doing is switching it to that side where our life sling is.
Here though, because this is gonna run through. See, do I have to shorten the straps?
The joy of having a Sailrite on board is you could always do one of these fixes.
So yeah, we're gonna shorten just the outboard one 4 inches. So basically I have to sew 8 inches down. We think, if I do 8 inches, I think it lowers it 4.
So this is the thread that we're working with here. So Tanaret is a very high quality UV thread, which if you get the entire spool of it, it's about like $300. Proper UV thread. Huh, so this is interesting. So you're almost touching, and you took off 4 inches? Dang, you could probably go for another like 10 inches.
Yeah, a lot. That didn't shorten it that much.
Yeah.
Your rub rail's touching that, not so much your. I don't know why that's happening, but that looks good because.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
That's what we want. Sometimes
that
things
was
happen.
unexpected.
Yeah, this is so weird. This has happened before where just something happened. I don't know what I did, but.
Yeah, alrighty, this is round 2. Armand shortened the straps by 8 inches.
Alright, so this is very perfect. Very perfect. Because I clear this. That was my problem, was this was touching, and now it's not. So now when we...
And this is also kind of cleared.
This is really cool, and the rub rail's touching, right? It's not the...
Yeah.
Hype-on? It's not the Hype-on, it's the rub rail, which is called that because it's supposed to rub on the rail. So this is great because then we'll just secure it to the boat.
Yeah, get the ratchet straps.
Everybody hold on, the word will come. Yeah, the ratchet straps. No, this is great. This is real. I'm very happy. We cleared this. It's nice, very demure, very mindful.
Still feel like it could be a little bit higher.
Let's do it. I'll do it a little higher.
How about we save that project for another day?
So here are the fun, convenient things about cruising. I was so stoked. I was gonna do laundry. I had 2 huge loads ready for laundry in La Paz because there's a laundromat right outside of the marina. And here it come with my thing sack. Here it come, because also No Foreign Land said it was open from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. And I was like, oh my God, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. And here I come up to Shohoy Laundromat. And what is this? No es hambre. So I'm gonna come back at another time. But I was very disappointed because I was so ready to do all that laundry. Because I got to the point where my little laundry machine on board can't handle it. We've got Armand over there because we're knocking out several errands. We're gonna be doing our propane fills. For those not familiar with the area, this is what the marina looks like. And they have a nice little dinghy dock. There's plenty of room for dinghies. You can park your dinghy here or over there. These are the rates, which is so much better than Cabo. You can fill your water, leave garbage. And in Cabo, it was 60 and they scolded us for getting water. So we couldn't even get water in Cabo. I went to that laundry that opened at like 8:45-ish and said, self-servicio? The lady said, no. So I said, okay. So I found another laundromat that is 20-minute walk from where we park our dinghy. So let's go do our self-service laundry 20 minutes away. I personally don't want someone else doing my laundry. It's just a personal thing. I don't want to drop it off. I want to do it myself. So I brought my laptop, I'm gonna get some work done, and let's go do it. Get a little token and you stick it into this little slot. Whatever you want. Pick your thing. Nice, like super nice. They've got 5 washing machines, 4 giant dryers, and the thing is, sometimes the dryers don't dry good. These were top-notch dryers. I put 2 loads of laundry into the dryer, and in 30 minutes, extra dry. I used 2 washing machines, 1 dryer, and it was about $8, 180 pesos. So money well spent. I got a 20-minute walk back to the dinghy. All right, today's project du jour.
Yeah, we're gonna put our dinghy wheels on. So we're gonna beach the dinghy and do it on the beach.
Yeah, we got these guys.
They're huge.
Was quite the trek getting them here because we got them from San Diego. And we had a nice cruiser friend that brought them, well actually he's not a cruiser friend, but found him on Facebook, brought him down on his trip from San Diego. This is our work area for the day. It is very pretty.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Okay, so nice little palm trees, little cafe lights. I think there's some people going snorkeling over there.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is these get mounted onto the back, okay?
Yeah.
And then these just slide in. We just find a spot where we have them go, we send screws in, and then we're done.
You'd think by now we figured out there's no boat project that is quick, easy, and or simple.
Yeah.
What we might do is just go as far in as we can. Well, that's kind of close, huh? When we're in the water, we lift them up.
That bar's in the way, isn't it? Shit.
What bar? This bar?
Yeah. This is the moment of truth where we realize that these don't fit. No, I'm just kidding. How's your project going?
So we need spacers to get it away from the lift. Because if it's like this, that won't work because our wheel's supposed to slide in and out here.
I think that we've worked with spacers before when we installed our tower in a box, so this shouldn't be like too complicated of a project. Alright, off to Home Depot. So we tried to find a cutting board. Well, first we went to go find Starboard, and Starboard...
Super expensive.
it was like $100 per piece. And we said, no, there's a better solution, which is a cutting board, because it's essentially the same material. And if you don't need something super heavy duty, you should just use a cutting board. And so we went on a hunt for a cutting board and didn't find anything. We found one little one, but we ended up
found some that were like this thick and then this thin, and we need something in the middle. So I need like a 1/2 inch. So we're gonna have some tacos for now, regroup, and then we'll go.
But I did get things. I got a bucket, I got an ice cream scoop, and I got some wine glasses because I broke all of mine. And these are like pretty heavy duty. These are like thick glass.
So not a complete loss. All right, we'll have some tacos and then we'll
regroup and find something else.
So Leah gets to go to Home Depot today. Aren't you excited?
I thought that when we went to Mexico, there would be no more Home Depot trips.
There's one here.
Yeah. Home Depot, thank you for bringing Home Depot to Mexico.
International, yeah. So we're gonna go to Home Depot. I have to get some weird pipe fittings. I'm not gonna bore you with the types because everybody's system's different.
Well, on the bright side, not speaking of, there's a Walmart. We needed to actually stock up on some groceries, and because we're taking an Uber, we can haul a lot more groceries, which means this girl is gonna stock up on some wine because we're gonna be heading out to the islands next week.
Cool, let's get an Uber and go to Home Depot.
Yay! Hey, you gonna be okay on your own?
I'll be fine.
Okay. I have dropped them off at Home Depot. Let's go to Walmart and see what goodies we can find. We are just taking this big walkway over across the street to the other side. There's also an AutoZone, Sam's Club, the Walmart's back there.
Good haul.
This is someone's stuff.
Yeah.
This is my wine.
Calling our Uber.
Very successful haul. I spent way too much money. Well, actually, it's not too bad. And typically, we would go to our favorite store, Shadrai, but there's not one here, and we have to Uber to Home Depot anyways.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, might as well take advantage of having a ride and having some wheels and get a lot of the heavy stuff, aka Mambino. Here's what happens when you get too many groceries: is you can't fit anything.
Got eggs on your lap.
Talented eggs on my lap. Sometimes I'm like, hey, is the dinghy a little too big? And then we pack it with groceries and I'm like, no, the dinghy is actually the perfect size.
And we almost got more stuff.
Could have gotten more wine. Back to the boat. Hopefully our new neighbor hasn't hit us.
Oh yeah.
Our neighbor didn't bump into us, but he did swing and ran aground at the sandbar during low tide. We called and texted him, and he didn't seem too worried. "It'll straighten out when the tide comes up," are the words of that seasoned sailor. La Paz was a chance to recharge, both ourselves and the boat. Groceries, hardware stores, a trip to the dentist, and finally tackling projects like fixing our davits and installing dinghy wheels that you can catch in Project Mini-sode 3. Thanks for watching, and join us next time as we sail to our dream destination.